Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with a review of an NC-17 rated independent black comedy splatter slasher film from 2007, and that movie is 100 Tears. This movie is about two journalists who go looking for a demented serial killer so they can write an article about him in their tabloid. And shit ends up going down. The film opens with credits and shots of all kinds of clown stuff, clown dolls, clown toys, artwork, etc. Then a clown putting on his makeup with a pretty cool song behind it, only for the clown to shoot himself. Then it skips a week backwards with two journalists who work for a tabloid, and they're talking about what they should do an article on. And they're like, okay, let's do an article on serial killers. Then there's this apartment building with all these people, and actually I thought it was an apartment building. Turns out it's a halfway house, but whatever. And this guy in the building is watching a splatter film, and then the clown shows up at the halfway house, and soon all hell breaks loose with a giant fucking Carl the Butcher meat cleaver, slashing heads in half and decapitations left and right. And the killers involved, and apparently the killers was involved in over 160 murders. God damn. So, um, so the murderer in the building goes on with more splatter and gore, and then people being killed, will continue to be killed in the building. And the film kind of cut in within that. The film kind of cuts back and forth between the killer and the two journalists. The killer wakes up. No, wait. The journalists wake up the next morning and go check at the murders at the halfway house. And they try to get into the crime scene. They bribe a cop $50, go inside, take pictures of blood splatters on the floor and walls and all this, and countertops and all this shit. And then they find a severed head in an oven. Then two people are tied up in a room. A woman who was tied to the table, missing her legs, and a guy tied to the wall beside her. The clown shows up, and then we see the journalist again looking around the crime scene, only to find the only survivor, who is a little girl who claims a clown murdered all these people. Then back to the torture chamber with a suffocation and decapitation. Next, we see a slutty teen who apparently loves clowns going out and drinking at a bar and hooking up with this guy. Then the journalist couple, they're talking about how these murders are related to a circus. And then there's a guy that's found murdered in an alley. Then the journalists are investigating other stuff, and then a shower scene with that butterface clown-loving slut teen who I absolutely. You guys have no idea how much I fucking hated her as a character. I don't know why I did. I just fucking did. So, and then she's like cutting her stomach with a straight razor while feeling herself up, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? The journalists investigate the carnival, and they go to the bar that's run by carnies called Clown Town, and they find a Russian dwarf who attempts to escape because they think he's a cop. They think they're cops, and yada yada yada. He says, "Okay, I'll be back. Meet me back here tomorrow, and I'll get you some information on this clown." And then there's a scene at this like abandoned building or whatever, and there's these people walking around with a realtor inside. The clown shows up, decapitates the realtor and the would-be owners, and that's where I ended it. So will the teardrop killer be stopped, and will the journalist article be done? Watch the movie yourself. 100 Tears, a pretty cool little splatter flick. I would first like to say the acting and writing aren't good. They're not this film's strong suit. And the music isn't that good in some of the scenes with the mass murders just happening. It gets a little annoying after a while. But there is Voltaire over the end credits. If you don't know who Voltaire is, if you've seen Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, if you've seen the episode with the singing meteor that eats people's brains, that was Voltaire. Voltaire did the song Brains for that episode. Probably not for that episode, but you get what I'm saying. So he's on the soundtrack of this, which I thought was really, really cool. This film relies on its plot and gore. Its plot, while it isn't super, super original, it's pretty good for what it is. And there's plenty of gore in this film. The camera work and the lighting are, again, not that great. The camera work's pretty bad. The lighting is pretty okay. Anybody afraid of clowns and that doesn't like gore should probably stay away from this film. I would definitely say this movie is like a violent shit for the new generation. Except this one isn't as violent as violent shit, but I could see this one being considered like the new violent shit. It probably won't be as banned or anything as violent shit was, and I'm saying violent shit a million times. Damn it, you guys get what I'm saying. I while watching it, I'm just like, yeah, this is probably. I could see someone saying, this is the violent shit of this generation, and apparently I'm the only person that's saying it. I'm definitely gonna have to get the uncut DVD from Unearthed Films when they do a release of this soon. On the gore meter from 1 to 10, 1 being something like The Corpse Grinders, and 10 being something like Brain Dead, this movie's a 6 or 7. Lots of decapitation and splatter in this flick. 100 Tears definitely liked this one. Fans of Ryan Nicholson's like splatter slashers like Hanger and Gutterballs would definitely not definitely, but they'd probably enjoy this one. It's got little hints of comedy thrown in. There isn't, as far as I remember, there isn't any nudity in the film, which is kind of weird, although there's some talk of sex and stuff like that, so yeah. But still a really enjoyable film, especially if you love just violent films and really over-the-top, like, comical, violent, black comedies. And this is definitely a pretty unique kind of killer clown kind of movie. I mean, if you're a fan of the killer clown kind of movies, I'm not a super big fan, but this one's definitely probably one of my favorite ones. Anyway, guys, it's gonna be a 4 out of 5 stars for me. Anyway, guys, I'm Biscuit Boo 69 signing off. Peace.
You're listening to a demo for